Finding the sum of an array in C++ is simple, in theory. All you need to do is loop through the array and add up every value in the array. If we're finding the sum of an array, we first need to have an array. So, integer array r equals an array containing 1, 2, and 3. Next, for a for loop, we need to code up when to stop, so we must calculate the length of the array. Prior to passing the array to a function, we can calculate the length of the array by taking the size of the whole array and dividing it by the size of a single integer. Next, we just have a printout where we indicate what the sum of this array is. As of right now, though, we have no sum function. Since C++ reads and compiles code from top to bottom and left to right, if we want to reference the sum function before we formally define it, we need to leave a forward declaration of the function before we formally code it up below the main function. Just doing int sum in array r, int len, gives you that forward function declaration. Next, we will actually define that function. The first line will be nearly identical. We want to return the sum, but have already used the name sum, so we will define a total variable that starts at 0. Next, we loop through the array where we start at the 0th index, increment by 1, and stop once we get to the index that is the length of the array. On every iteration of the loop, we add the array's current value to the total. At the end of this sum function, you return total. This has been Jakubication. Like and subscribe to learn more.